National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party at its 588th meeting today, Wednesday, July 10, 2024, considered all issues, including complaints on the activities of the National Vice Chairman South-South, Chief Dan Orbih, concerning the September 21, 2024 governorship election in Edo State. The National Working Committee at the meeting unanimously condemned the embarrassing actions and utterances of Chief Dan Orbih relating to the Edo State governorship primary election of our great party, which actions and utterances are inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution of the PDP as amended in 2017 and the demand of his office as a national officer of the party. Consequently, the National Working Committee has set up a 6-member committee headed by the Deputy National Chairman South, Ambassador Taufik Arapaja, to investigate the issue pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of the party. In the meantime, the National Working Committee forthwith suspends Chief Dan Orbih from participating in all meetings, activities and programs of the National Working Committee pending the conclusion of the investigation by the committee. The National Working Committee acknowledges the support, solidarity of the overwhelming majority of the people of Edo State who are rallying with our party and candidate, Dr. Aso Ighodalo, whose vision is in tandem with the will and aspiration of the people for continued massive development of the state on the platform of the PDP. The National Working Committee charges all leaders, critical stakeholders, and teaming members of our party in Edo State to remain united, focused, and continue to work hard for the victory of our party and candidate in the September 21, 2024 governorship election in the state. This press release was signed by Honorable Debo Ologunagba, National Publicity Secretary. Ndamzi, what is the implication of this move by the PDP National Working Committee on Edo State Guba elections? How is it going to affect the PDP? Considering the fact that PDP in Edo State right now is in shambles.
Yes. The challenge have always been non-compliance to rules and regulation. Politicians have refused to obey rules because they believe that at all times, they can always find their way through the courts. Ordinarily, how will a national leader make comments that can taint the image of the party and also affect its candidate in the election? A national leader of a party. So the implication of the suspension of Dan Orbih in this regard now is that it will have effect on the election day.
The turnout of the
Yes, it will, because definitely at this point, they need this meeting of minds. They need to synergize, cooperate, strategize on how to win the elections. But in this case, Dan Orbih is suspended. He will be aggrieved. Definitely, he has loyal members of the party who believes in him, who believes in his instruction. So PDP, I think, have made a mistake now. This shouldn't have been the time to suspend him. Maybe they would have just waited till after the election, then they slam him the suspension. But about bringing in that suspension now, in my opinion, I think it's a wrong move.
The timing is wrong.
The timing is very, very
wrong. One would say that already anti-party activities are already taking place in PDP. You recall PDP in Edo State had that major crack when Obaseki and Shaibu had issues. And you cannot take away the influence of Shuaibu in Obaseki's political journey and emergence as the governor, right? And now Shuaibu had intentions, Obaseki had another person in mind. And long and short of the whole story, their relationship degenerated to a point that Shuaibu was impeached. Do not forget, Shuaibu also comes from a constituency, comes from a path of the state that has, I mean, and not just was he removed, he was impeached, and someone was brought from another constituency to replace him. Now, issues are coming out from there. Dan Orbih, on the other hand, was also aggrieved. And Dan Orbih is a major political gladiator in PDP, Edo State. Not only Dan Orbih and Shuaibu, some other members have also been impeached, suspended as well. Governor Obaseki, on the other hand, has had run-ins with the Oba of Benin, the traditional council, as it were, and issues from that angle as well. So now, when you look at it critically, meanwhile, APC, on the other hand, have been able to pull together and, you know, resolve their own issues, and they are moving strongly. PDP might be boasting or hoping to use power of incumbency. We cannot also push that aside. Regardless of the crisis going on in PDP, do you see power of incumbency taking the day? Not forgetting, on the other hand, that APC right now has cohesion, and the president at some point came out to assure APC that he will stand behind them like the wall of Gibraltar. I'm quoting him. So now we have on one hand the ruling party, Federal Might. We have on the other hand power of incumbency. How do you see this playing out between APC and PDP?
Well, I am one Nigerian who believes that it will not remain business as usual. Okay. You know, in Nigerian politics, there is this belief, you know, that the president has power to influence everything, upturn results and all that. But the 2023 election proved otherwise. It showed that it is all about the people now. So what will happen in Edo State will just be strictly on what the people want. If the people want to vote in the person coming from the ruling party in the state, it is left for the masses to decide. But we will not be ruling out what happens at the center. We know that Nigeria is a place where the presidency have so much influence on INEC. Nigerians, as it is today, don't even trust the INEC. And I doubt if there will not be voter apathy during the election, because
in Edo State.
Yes, I doubt.
Edo might be different, because Edo is a state that its citizens are politically aware. They are politically conscious.
We know that, but considering what happened last general election, a lot of people are demoralized. So many people are so offended that, you know, they traveled far and near to come and cast their vote, and INEC did what they did. So lots of people, I can assure you, more than 60% of persons I have interacted with are not interested in elections in Nigeria again. Would you believe that? That is the truth. So, but notwithstanding, we will urge INEC to keep embarking on the reawakening message. INEC should embark on a journey to recover its image, because INEC image already is battered, home and abroad. People don't trust INEC. We need a new INEC. We need an INEC that will come out, tell Nigerians, this is A. And at the day of the election, we see that A is A.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we need in Nigeria. At this point, we don't need stories. We don't need assurances. We have heard lots of stories. What we want is positive results. That is the only way Nigerians can trust INEC again.
All right.